Camden McKay. Number 20, Jackson Poe. Number 27, Elijah Floyd. Number 37, Brock Fittinger. Number 43, Isaiah Barajas. And number 44, Jacob Riley. Lincoln is coached by head coach Alexis McCoy and assistant coach Jennifer Thompson. And now for your Robert C. Burr Eagles. Number 2, James Ford. Number 4, James Barnett. Number 5, Charles Hawkins. Number 6, Eli Knotts. Number 10, Gandon Mays. Number 12, Braden Thomason. Number 13, Aiden Connolly. Number 16, Jackson LeVake. Number 18, Garrett Hill. Number 19, Luke Macara. Number 22, Peyton Smith. Number 24, Caleb Roselius. Number 30, Chase Davis. Number 32, Severio Destito. Number 33, Zachary Kroll. And your Eagle starters, number 1, Anthony Corsini. Number 3, Isaiah Gabbard. Number 7, Hayden Min. Number 8, Logan Beeson. Your keeper, number 9, Wyatt Chrysler. Number 11, Caleb Ganego. Number 14, Chandler Walls. Number 15, Bradley Burnett. Number 17, Jackson McCain. Number 20, Carson Bennett. And number 34, Xavier Sinnott. Your Eagles are coached by head coach Chris Spinn, assistant coach Jerry Ashby, and assistant coach Ron Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Eagle Stadium for tonight's matchup between the visiting Lincoln Cougars and your homestanding Robert C. Byrd Flying Eagles. My name's Gabe Rhodes.
I'm Stephen Kennedy.
And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a crosstown rivalry this evening.
Yep.
Big game between the Eagles and the Cougars, both on the boys and the girls side.
Yep. I would argue that these are the biggest home games of the year because, I mean, you think sectional home. I mean, the only other sectional home games we've had was Philip Barber. So, I mean, I guess the only one that would compare would be Philip Barber because your sectional games are your biggest games. I mean, it's one of only two.
Got at home. We've been playing a lot on the road.
Yep. So.
Well, and it's tough. It's going to be a tight contest tonight,
yep.
I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
interesting couple changes. We're waiting here to see, ladies and gentlemen, as we've got the Eagles are going to start going from your right to left.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a lineup change a little bit with Brad going in, does that look like?
It looks like Logan Beeson's going to be playing,
Beeson,
and
okay.
they moved Chandler to in. That's what I'm thinking. That they,
Yeah, that's what it looks like. So Beeson will play out on the left, Chandler in the center, Chuck on the bench, starting on the bench this evening, which is weird, but I'm sure they're with playing back-to-back nights.
Yeah,
you want to give he wears himself thin every like.
Though to be fair, I would say, I mean, when I say this is the big game, this is the big game. I would say tomorrow night you want to win. Obviously, you always want to win, but this is the bigger of the two. You lose tonight, that could cost you sectional seeding. You lose tomorrow, probably not going to cost you anything. Just loss of pride, which you never want to lose that. But
right, but it's a big, tonight's a big contest.
Exactly. So you gotta go all out, and I would like to see maybe RCB do a lot of subbing, because we saw that going in we knew that Lincoln only had 3 people listed, 14 total, so they only have 3 subs. Well, 2 of them are not dressed, so therefore now they're down to only 1 person who's not starting right now that plays on their team. So they only have 1 healthy starter. Sorry, 1 healthy reserve on the entire Lincoln Cougar side. So
right, and that's going to mean that tonight we get we get to see a lot of different looks.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see. I mean, we got a corner from the like here
I'd say early on we got a corner here within the first minute. Here comes Corsini, who I believe they said scored from a corner
an
on
Olympico, ladies and gentlemen, and he's going to try it again.
Oh, but here comes Carson!
Yeah, no, within the first minute,
It's
ladies
like
and
a
gentlemen,
jump.
Carson Bennett registers a shot from the top of the 18 and back in the old onion bag.
Yeah, I better say he did such a great job of keeping. The one thing he did so well was he kept his head over it, so he didn't go in it. Because too many times we had that bouncy balls, the guys will lean back and go and get under it and go over it.
He kept the way you're supposed to have your good body position. And nice ball from Anthony.
And he put it right in the corner. There was nothing that Ty Williams could do to stop that.
Great placement.
Great placement and good pace. It was just well done and good early goal for RCB. I think that's important, because we talked about the Cougars have done a good job of keeping teams defensively this year. I mean, people have been able to score against them, but it's not you don't see any games where people are just going up and down the field. It's usually like maybe they give up 2-3 goals or something like that. They're not getting having big numbers put up against them. So scoring against these guys was not easy. So it's good to get that early goal, because teams like that tend to want to play back and try to absorb pressure. Well, now you have them down, so
kind of can't.
They have to come out and score. If they want any type of result tonight, now they got to at least get 1 goal. So if RCB, obviously you want to keep that pressure up, try to get more goals, and because
put this away.
There's a little bit of a handball there on I believe Barajas as it hit his shoulder.
Well,
and his arm was out too. That was what I was saying.
Sure. Well, but you want the goal tonight should be to put away this Lincoln side as fast as you can, so that you can get some different looks.
I was gonna say, and also, you as you mentioned, there is a game tomorrow against Martinsburg, so you'd like to be able to rest some of your starters, if you can.
You know who else I don't see out there right now?
Is it Braden?
Yeah, I don't see Braden Thompson either.
Yeah. So I mean, now
I don't even know. Did Braden dress?
I don't know about that. I'm not. I look. I think I see a number 12 sitting on the sidelines, in the middle there, or maybe I'm. No, that's not him. It's hard to tell from this distance. I think I bought a pair of binoculars online, and it should be getting shipped to me. So soon enough, maybe I can.
We got a special guest this evening in our graphics team is Nick George. And he says Braden's on the. He can see Braden from the other side.
Okay. Oh well, here we go. A giveaway there by Sennett, and good job though by Gabbert to get the pick up there. And here comes Corsini, gets it to Gabbert.
Well, and in the space of a season, you have got to have games where you can develop this kind of depth.
Yes.
And we have clearly right now.
Nice ball
great
there
ball,
by Corsini to
Unleash Yanego, who and McCain was just behind it. Can he use his? Just got out.
I was about to say he just overran it a little bit. I think he was. The one thing I would try to tell the freshman there, because he's got great speed, is maybe pull that run up a little bit once you're in that kind of middle area. Because if you get in that 6-yard box, more than likely Williams is going to get it. So if it's that close, So try to just be in an area where if the ball gets to you,
What a smart.
can
Oh, Yanego with a goal!
There's Yanego.
And there, ladies and gentlemen, in the space of 4 minutes,
RCB is now up 2-0.
and that's some great interplay there from Carson Bennett and Jackson McCain, and a super smart ball from Carson Bennett.
I was going to say
that I had to stop myself from losing my mind about how great the smart heads up play. He looked the defender like he was going to go to the outside and put a laser right to Yanego, and Yanego finished smart into the corner.
Yeah, it gives Yanego his 11th goal of the year. Just another clinical finish from him, and that gives RCB a nice 2-goal cushion here. But obviously, you don't want to rest on your laurels. Like I said, I mean, you got the momentum on your side. Let's see if we can get a couple more, and then we can maybe get some underclassmen some time tonight. That'd be nice. But like I said, these Cougars are going to fight hard. They're not going to give up.
No, I thought Isaiah Gabbert saw that.
Nice.
Well, good.
Danced
a little bit too much there, Carson.
Carson, yeah, I say he there at the top of the key. You got just good job getting in the space, but then he tried to go a little bit too much. It's like once you're at the top of the key, a ton of people are going to run at you. So you just kind of got to find the space and then launch or pass if you can find a pass. But it's just you can't just.
Well, and
here comes Gabbert.
Gabbert got a little time, but I really enjoy the work between Corsini and Gabbert.
Yes.
I mean, they're buddies off the field, and on the field they have been doing really nice things. Corsini coming inside, Gabbert dropping a little bit deeper and driving the ball as the 8. That's a good spot for Isaiah Gabbert in the middle. Nice job by
Wyatt Crislip there, but almost taken away by the Cougars. But good job by Sennett to get it up to McCain. Nice takeaway by, I believe, Barajas there.
And he's a talented guy. He's got
Isaiah
Barajas. He's got good.
No, that's Colton Lamb. 43. I thought because they're both right beside each other, 43 and 17. So
and they've got similar, they're dressed very.
They're
similar
very similar as well. So
they both on that left side have got pretty good ball skills.
I say, I think they try to use them together for some combinations play over there for the Cougars. So, but good play by Lanham there with a good step. Just couldn't quite. Logan Beeson, good job keeping with it and getting it over to Corsini now. And here comes Gabbert.
Right here, what you just watched Corsini do. Now they kind of lost possession because I think they switched off a little bit.
Nice win by Beeson, not only to stop the threat, but to actually knock it off the Cougar player and to get a throw in for his team. Ooh, a little bit of shove there.
It's chippy. It's crosstown rivalry.
I would say.
But I'd like to see Corsini
cross county, right?
Well, we can argue semantics
later.
I really like to see Corsini do this kind of moving the play along, being the guy that connects the dots going forward, because sometimes we struggle with that.
Yeah, Carson Bennett there.
Carson does a really good job from deep, but sometimes you need somebody who's got that initiative going forward.
Can Yanego get over to Gabbert? Oh, nice, almost a nice one too, and he's going to try to get over, but Lanham does a good job of. Oh, nice little cheeky play by. Great heads up play by Yanego. Gets it over to Bradley. Bradley's going to.
Showed a little too much there, almost.
Almost. Oh, he's getting
love
McCain.
To see McCain get one.
McCain.
And he's got you. Lay it off there. You're getting bodied by the center back.
Yeah.
And you got two guys ready to hammer one home.
I was going to say that. Well,
make the smart choice.
To be fair, we'll have to see. We can't hear from up here where the players giving him the because in that situation you're looking to turn, so you have to be the ones talking to him.
Right. You're right. You got to make a little bit.
So so like I said, I don't know. He should have laid it off, but whether he knew that he had that option or not, I don't know. So
sure.
Nice try by Corsini, just couldn't quite get enough behind it. And I remember last year we talked about how Williams, when we played in the sectional last year here against Lincoln, and we talked about how he has a nice punt to him and can play some nice ball. Here's a through ball, and here comes the Cougars.
Listen, the Williams brothers are talented footballers. They're talented. They've got skills.
Good job
nice pick by Carson. Or not Carson, by
Chandler.
Chandler is the sneaky good guy in this lineup.
as Caleb Unego tries to. But, hey, there we go. Nice play. And there's a long ball. It's going to get on the other side, and here comes Chandler. It's going to try to turn it up. Good job doing that. Pressured a little bit by Caden Posey there. I mean, Lincoln, one of those things where, only having 14 players, 7 of them seniors. So, though a couple of those seniors might be sitting tonight due to injury. But, so an older team, but still, I'm just glad they're able to have a team, because when you're at 14, you're so close to maybe having the season called on you. So it's nice to see. And they come in with a record of 5-6-1, a very respectable record. So
to be that short, absolutely.
Yeah, but I say, so that shows that they got some warriors here that are willing to put the time in, because they're probably outnumbered every game.
Steve, when you want to play the game, and I, as someone who taught in that school, those boys have fought. Great turn by Anthony. Get the distribution here. Anthony wants the goal.
Anthony, well, okay.
Oh no, that's a little rough on Colton Lanham there. Now, I wish Anthony had laid it. He's got 3 guys all queuing up, and I know you smell blood. You want to go for the goal. You want to go for the shot.
Well, here's the thing where I would say, this is where the you don't. When you're up 2-0 early, you get a little overconfident, and you do some things that maybe you don't want to develop those bad habits, because whether it's against tomorrow against Martinsburg or one of the teams coming up, because obviously Tuesday is, assuming that RCB can hold on tonight, Tuesday becomes absolutely major, because that's Grafton, so that's going to decide who's won in your
that
section.
Game, I cannot wait for that game. That's going to be a barnstormer.
So Tuesday could, if you can find a way to get through tonight, Tuesday becomes basically the game to decide who gets to host the sectional.
Right.
So you don't want to develop any is that Braden coming in?
Braden coming in, and Chuck coming in.
Yep.
And you've got to rotate, and I don't think those are substitutions that things aren't working.
Yep.
I think those are substitutions of going to give us some time.
Yeah, because you don't want guys to. I mean, because it's been almost a week for the boys. I mean, they played Saturday, but because of the fact that Liberty does not have a girls' team, they did not play Tuesday, so they've been off since Saturday. So you don't want to have your players come in, cold or anything like that.
Sure.
So you want to make sure to keep that skill level up. Obviously, you hope that you can maybe score a couple more goals and be able to rest them a good bit. But at the same time, you don't want them to be without having played at all, because then you can get rusty and you lose your touch a little bit. And
tonight, this is a nice night, like we've said, to see some other people.
Yep.
And the emotion of starting is different from the emotion of coming off the bench.
Yep.
Even at the high school level.
Oh, nice
a good little dance, I think, by Trevor, probably.
Yep.
Round 2 people. Yep, skipped a little bit.
Yep.
Good foot skills there, down the right.
As here comes Caden Min's going to try
shut him out. Using his speed, using his size.
They're going to call that off of Williams, and that's going to give.
Oh, and Trevor thought that he was getting bullied a little bit.
I thought it was shoulder to shoulder. I thought
it
they
was
kind of
it was even.
Yeah.
Got to toughen up a little bit. Now look at the turn there from Braden Thomason.
Let's say for a second.
Outside of the boot, somebody's getting fancy.
McCain there. Good job, Landon. They're going to call. Yeah, let's say Landon ran over McCain, so I think they're going to give him a free kick here.
Looks like a little bit extension of the arm.
By the way, we always talked about. Unfortunately, this is the first time we've had a 2-person crew this year. So, so we'll see how it goes. But sometimes things happen, because I only see 2 out there unless I'm missing something.
And that makes for a long night.
Yeah.
That makes for a long, because there is no sideline at this point. It is, run and run.
Yep. Can Carson score?
Oh, man. Listen,
I
think that's a little bit of a training ground, because this is the second time that Anthony's set something short, and somebody's tried to knock it down to somebody out in the 18. And they're setting, Unego on one, Bennett on the other. Sharks are waiting.
So they're going to, as with 27 minutes to go, RCB up 2-0, looking for a third. Corsi's going to put it in there. And Braden! Oh, that was close, but good job by Trevor. His body was in, but in soccer it doesn't matter where your body's out. The ball has to cross the line, and the ball was outside.
And this is Trevor Ty is a hard-working goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's not super tall, but he's very athletic, and his command of the box is incredible.
Oh, nice move by Braden, but they're good defense there by the Cougars is number 27, Elijah Floyd. But here comes
Good old Elijah
But I
Floyd.
say, I guess he must have thought it was a pass because he didn't pick it up. So I guess RCB maybe should have tried it. But I think RCB thought he could pick it up. So, because right there, how about this? If you're ever in a situation where the goalie has the ball at their feet and they have to use their feet, you should always rush them because you never know what happens with a goalie when they can't pick it up. Because you get in front, you get a tip, you get a bad pass, and boom, you got a goal. Nice play by Jackson Poe there with a nice little touch. Beeson going all the way up. Oh, Beeson gets the takeaway. He's going to give it to Braden. Braden, though, it's taken away there by the Cougars. The Cougars, give the Cougars credit. You know, after giving up 2 early goals, it's been 10 minutes, and RCB they found a way to, you know, while RCB has had the better play, you know, they've been able to stop
because RCB has been.
Yeah.
They've been trying to get a little too fancy. They're showboating a little too much.
Yeah.
You know, 2-0 is now. Do I think Lincoln is going to threaten them at all? No. But do I think that you also should play the same way every time?
No.
You know,
nice
let's
job by
get 6
Carson.
or 7. Let's
I better say I'd like to get some more, obviously, because 1 goal changes
not saying
everything.
That we'll score 6 or 7, but
well, if you can, I mean, 6 or 7's not. No one would argue 6 or 7's a run up or anything like that.
I can't believe you're saying that, but you're not wrong.
I mean, I've lost 6 or 7. I wouldn't say that's you know, once you get past 5 or 6. Now, if you're still how about this? If you're up 6 or 7 and your starters are still out there, then you're doing something wrong. I would agree with that. But if you're up 6 or 7 and your backups are in, I don't think that's and then they score. What do you want your backups to do? They usually don't get to play. They don't get many opportunities. They
Let
should
them score.
Yeah, but I would say it's not their job to stop themselves from scoring. You know, at some point the other team, if you're the head coach, you'd be like, look, we'll put on our backups and let some of our guys get experience, and hopefully you're, you know. But if you can't stop our backups, I don't know what to tell you because you know.
Right. Well, and the nice thing for RCB is we do have depth.
Yep.
I mean, we
as looks like they're going to call a foul there on
JD Ford. It looks like.
Well, is it on Ford? No, it's going to be on Trevor Williams.
Oh, it's going to be on Trevor. Trevor is not happy.
Yeah. So.
Well, not totally shocked.
As Trevor, you know, I mean, he's had some good plays here, so he's definitely one to keep an eye on tonight, as that will get through. But great job by Lanham to clear that with some pressure on his back. Carson gets taken down, and that will be. Oh, I think that should be at least a talking to, maybe a card.
Yeah,
I mean, that's not. Someone needs to talk. I better say they need to at least talk to him because that's not okay. I mean, he just kicked the ball away. That's not.
Well, he kicked the ball away, and there's some
well,
chippiness
I better say.
Carson.
I saw someone talk, but was that who kicked it? I thought it was 18 who kicked it.
No, Trevor kicked it. But there was definitely a back and forth between Trevor and Carson. That's continuing.
No, what I was talking about is the ref talked to the other kid, but not to Trevor. I'm saying Trevor, for kicking it, should have been pulled over.
That I'm not sure about, Steve.
Yeah, because she did come off and talk to somebody, but it wasn't.
And Anthony again going for the spectacular, which is not a bad choice.
I would say I think he was looking to see if he could catch the goalie off guard. And maybe if it was a little bit lower, you know, there was a couple guys there. If someone could get a touch on it, you
right.
know.
Well, and if you put it a little higher, but that's a tight window to fit.
I would say, and you got a guy like Ty who's athletic. So even though he might not be the tallest guy, it's going to be hard to beat him over the head from that distance, you know.
As we said, it takes something special.
Yeah. It's going to take like that goal that Elkins had where it just drops right there.
How?
Yeah.
Right.
Can Braden get on the end of it?
Great connection there. Can he get to it?
Nice play by Ty Williams.
Great play from Ty. Great play from Ty.
Yeah, I give him credit for that. That was a great job coming off his line with the slide tackle there. Don't see a lot of slide tackles from goalies, but I don't think he saw much of an opportunity there to do something else. And of course, I think it's a little bit of self-preservation. I can understand that because you go in like trying to grab the ball. If Braden's kicking, you know, you could be going head first into a foot or something. So makes more sense to try to go.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
Again, you know, at
Can
that point,
can Caleb keep it in? No. Well,
he got there.
no, they're saying he
got
it was
over on
out.
it,
It was out. It was out.
But you can't, you know, you have to make that decision.
Yep.
And with a keeper at his size, like trying to get big
As you
and
said,
make a stop that way.
as you said, he does a good job commanding his block. But RCB is still doing a good job getting forward and. But, like I said, give Cougars credit. These last few minutes, they've looked a lot better. But here comes Caleb Unego. I
told Caleb Unego I need to see a Caleb Unego hat trick.
Yeah. Well, wait.
I
think they're saying it's a corner kick.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It must have been.
Listen,
I thought that he just mishit it. I didn't realize it hit off somebody.
In our dynamic, Steve, you are normally the straight play-by-play guy, and I'm doing some color. You ever want to see me lose my mind? If Caleb Unego scores a hat trick, I'm going to lose my mind.
As he's got one so far, let's see if they can get a second one here. As nice as a header there, right? Was that Carson who got that? Or?
Yeah, no, I think it was Braden.
Braden, just unfortunately though, because it was kind of over his head, he didn't really have the momentum
he had to
going
reach back to get to it.
So it was just kind of popped it up. Xavier Sennett tries to do something there, but he gets dispossessed, and here come the Cougars the other way, but good job by Barnett, who's getting some nice first half minutes here. So it's good to see James Barnett out there getting some time. And he's going to give it to do a nice give and go. Oh, well, okay, yeah, good job clearing there as they passed it back to the keeper. Barajas there.
But we have spent a majority of this game in the Lincoln half.
Yes. I mean, look, RCB is up 2-0. They deserve to be up on this game. They are so far the better team. But at the same time, in soccer, it's one of those things where it just takes one mistake or one moment of brilliance, and boom, it's a 2-1 game.
Well, and it's what Elkins, and that we really should have won.
Yeah.
And we just did not.
Yep.
Great step by Carson.
He used the momentum of his player to go the other way. Can Caleb get there? He can, for kind of, but gets it back to James. Carson tried to get over there, but good job clearing it out by the Cougars, and it's still 2-0, less than 20 minutes to go. So like I said, about 15 minutes, RCB's been held out, so give the Cougars credit for that. But like I said, RCB's still putting that pressure on. Try to work it around here as Ford finds Caleb.
Let's see. And, we're just dancing a little bit, just trying to pensively look for a connection here.
Yep. As here comes Carson tries to get over to Caleb. Caleb gets a nice job to Carson Bennett. Carson's going to try to chip it over to James Barnett. Can James keep it in? Almost. Hit off the upright of the football, so it would have been no good in two sports, I guess. But that was no good effort on his part. I mean, obviously that's a tough play to do. Carson going for something something high difficulty, almost able to pull it off. Almost. Trying to get a highlight reel here.
Yeah, trying here.
Can Logan win this one? He's dispossessed, but here comes Chandler. Chandler does the smart thing there with numbers the other way and just kind of plays it out and lets his, especially with Logan being behind the play, you want to get him back into defensive. Here comes Trevor Williams as he's going to give it over to, as James pressures there, tries to get a play there, but as here comes the Cougars, but James Barnett does a good job of winning that.
But here, and the nice thing here, Steve, is that last year this is not happening.
Yeah.
We do have a number of starters still in, but we've got a second line of guys, and I'm not calling them a second team. I'm calling them a second line because the quality
nice play to Eli Knotts.
I'd love to see an Eli Knotts goal, but he kind of got taken away from it here.
Here can Braden. Just got a little bit underneath it. He did a nice job turning there. Just got a little underneath it, skied it, but it was a good effort on his part.
And look at this. Now this is what you need to see from your senior. Communication between the forwards. Hey, this is what you need to do. Mm-hmm. Next time, look for me here. That young guys don't understand sometimes. When a senior says something to you in the heat of the moment, they're just trying to help you.
Yeah.
They're trying to make the team better. Um,
Nice move there by 27, Elijah Floyd, but good job by the Eagles dispossessing. Good step by Carson. Carson's going to look to see if he can get it up to
Knots, it looked like.
Nuts. But
Great little step there.
ooh, nice move by Braden. Can Braden get it to
Yanego?
Yanego!
Oh, my God. I'm telling you, it's coming tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a hat trick from Caleb Yanego.
Can Braden get another? Braden's going to shoot.
Crack at the,
Oh, just off the mark.
now, that is some squeaky bum time there for Ty.
Yep.
Ty Williams. I'm going to let this go. Hope it doesn't trickle into the goal.
Yep. Well, I mean, I think he was beat if it was in that post, but it was just a little bit outside. I think it was a good shot because he was covering the other. He was on the other half because of the cut off Braden's other angle, and it just, fortunately for him, was just a little bit too far. Good job winning there by James. As here comes the Cougars the other way.
Well, and good coverage there by J.D. Ford.
And here come the Cougars the other way. As J.D. Ford does a good job there. Logan's going to look to see if he can find someone. Plays it up the field. Just couldn't quite
make a connection.
Make a connection. Well, to be fair, I think Yanego probably should have moved a little bit. He didn't give him a great angle to make that pass.
Right. That's a little bit tough.
Yeah. Because I mean, part of the thing is you have to look at where your other guy is, and when you move into space, you have to make sure that there's a clear angle to give you a pass. If there's a person between you and the person that has the ball, you don't have an angle to go for a pass.
Right. You can't expect everyone to be this right foot, left foot wizard.
Yeah, to be able to do that an out.
Oh goodness! I wish James would have stepped in just a little faster there.
Nice
but
job.
a good track back to get the ball, and the Eagles keep it in. That is what I appreciate about James Barnett, is that James, sometimes I wish he was a little bit more focused going forward, but he does
free kick for RCB.
He does the workman stuff really, really well.
Yes.
The tracking back, the retaining possession. It's going forward. If he can work on those foot skills, I think he's going to go.
Caden get Eli's there.
Oh my goodness gracious! I thought Eli Knotts. I don't think Eli really expected that. I had to kind of see that in replay. But that ball came through, and Eli Knotts was just a little surprised.
Yeah, I better say they got all the way to him. And there's no one there. But I mean, to be fair, that's a tough one to take off a hop there. So he tried to knock it down, but he did. It just didn't have enough room. But fortunately, we were able to win a corner kick. Can Braden
again a little behind him?
Just couldn't quite get the.
That's one of those. I wish somebody behind him needs to be screaming, me, leave it.
Yeah. As here comes, I believe, Jackson LeVake is coming in. McCain.
Looks like Owen Dodd, too.
Owen Dodd, and is Corsini? Corsini's coming back in.
Yeah.
Or is that Gabbert? I think that's Gabbert coming in.
Okay, so we got interesting combination change here. Well, and
as J.D. Ford will try to work it with but here comes Trevor Williams the other way, and only a 2-goal game, so if they haven't really threatened, but here comes a possibility. A little stiff arm by the Cougars, but that's cleared away. Nice stiff arm by Jackson Poe.
Yeah, but this is what's hard on a squad. These guys, like I said, have worked hard to get a squad, period.
Yeah.
To just have a boy. They were co-ed for 1 year.
Yeah.
When they were in middle school, they didn't have a team because they couldn't get guys to play.
So, I mean, glad that they have a team. And like I said, they've won 5 games this year, so it's not like they've been not been competitive this year.
Sure.
As Gabbert tries to feed it through to Thomason, just can't work it out.
They've got a couple good technicians.
Yep.
And then we are looking for this home run over the top.
Yeah, I better say that sometimes well, I mean, the problem with the home run ball is the same problem you have in baseball with trying to hit the home run all the time. You if you connect on the home run swing, you hit a home run, but if you miss, which happens a lot, you strike out. So, here comes Wyatt Chrislop, does a good job of coming out here and getting the ball. So about 12 minutes to go, RCB still up 2-0. Got a couple goals early in the game, the first 4 minutes, and since then they've controlled the pace of the game. They've had some good opportunities, but give the Cougars credit, they've settled down and found a way to, as nice little juggling there by Lanham. As here comes, good job by Chuck. Chuck gets it.
Well, and Lanham, he's from another one of those athletic families like the Rileys out Lincoln Way. They've got all of their kids are really good athletes.
Oh, here comes
Braden.
Braden gets it over to McCain. Can
McCain deliver a ball? Oh, now that's a good look.
That's a good look. He did the right thing there. Just good
Just
job.
A little
by
too close to tie, but a good pass.
Yep.
As the wing guy, that's what you have to do. He's not playing as an inside forward.
Yep.
He's playing as a right winger. So you've got to be the guy that's looking to put the ball back in the
6-yard
create
box.
chances. Great little ball there by Isaiah Gabbert. Smart little play.
Someone needs to get that there.
Everybody kind of just froze for a second.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's going to be throw-in for Lincoln. So Lincoln gets a throw on RCBs, and here comes the one substitution for the Cougars as Barajas is coming back on, and number 19 Camden Mackey will take a rest.
A little break. I mean, it gets exhausting, especially when you're playing against a team like RCB who can bring fresh legs, who's going to, at this point, play at a certain tempo.
Chris to get up there and get the ball.
And a heck of a little throw there.
Yeah.
Now, but what do you do, Steve? As a coach, how do you combat if you are that short in terms of depth? Can you combat this?
I gotta say, there's not much you can really do. I mean, you try to use your one sub, but the problem you're going to have is that the hardest thing to replace is, of course, offensive players. Because you don't tend to have a lot of guys that can score.
Well,
and so
you
the
have
fact
to
is,
retain possession.
if I ever say, because you could say, well, what if you put some guys, from offense to defense and vice versa, try to work the legs a little bit different. But the problem is that, certain different skill sets for each, and you may not have enough of either. So, I mean, all you can do is just put your best 11 on the field, and just in practice, just run them, because
right.
they're going to have to play probably 80 minutes. So you got to be ready to do it.
Right. That's when you really hate two-a-days.
Yeah. Here comes Braden
Great
Thomas.
step inside.
Braden's going to try. Oh, but he's going to try with the left.
Oh my goodness! That's
left-footed.
a goal
kick, yeah.
And I mean, just the underside of the bar.
Yep.
Ty Williams had no idea where that was.
Yeah.
No, and there's a little bit of conversation to make sure he's okay.
Yep. Eli's going to come off, and here comes James Barnett back in.
But you think about it. See, I mean, what look can't we throw at them right now? We can't. We can throw speed. We can throw size. We can throw control. This is a hard night for the Lincoln Cougars.
Yep. As here comes LeVake, tries to get back to Chrislop. Good job, Chrislop, being on his horse there to get up there.
Right, a little bit of a mistake there.
Yep.
And a good step, good awareness from Chuck.
Chuck gets it up to McCain. McCain, good job taking it there. The only thing I would say, here comes Braden. McCain, McCain was
rookie.
That's where you got to pay attention.
You got to look at the line.
Yep.
But it's okay. Again.
Yep. This is where you learn.
But I would rather have my outside guys just skating that line.
Yep. Well, that's where they should be. Yeah.
If he is just an inch the other side.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good run on the goal that they have got to close. That opens up space for an assist or a 1-2.
Yeah. Good step there by
the defender.
The defender there, and here comes the Cougars. As Chuck will come here, and
they are not giving up.
They're
playing, and on a night like tonight, they are going to play hard. And I appreciate that. And so here it is.
A little bit too far for McCain as Unego tries to play that ball, and just a little too far for him. But this is where you press him here and see if you can win a throw. If you can
keep driving.
Keep driving, as it'll go over the top. good throw, but McCain does a good job tracking back, and he's going to try to give it back to LeVake. LeVake's going to have to drop it all the way back to Chrislip, and as Chrislip will try to reset the offense here, and he's going to go long, see if he can get up to Barnett, but gets stepped by Barajas, and here comes Mackey, but good job dispossessing him by Men, and nice little chip there. A little
James,
miscommunication.
You gotta talk.
As here comes Anthony. Anthony's that's one where you'd like to see Anthony maybe just try to
Slow
control
down.
it, and because what the chances of you hitting a volley from 45 yards out
Ain't gonna happen.
It's not going to happen. So you just
deep
throw.
Now, in a game like tonight, it's not a big deal.
Little
miscontrol there. In a game like tonight, okay, you can make those missteps.
Yep.
But Charleston Catholic, Fairmont Senior, every time you touch the ball, it has to be precious.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing as I'd say after the first few minutes, RCB, I think, has had a few too many giveaways. I mean, just
kind of. Well, and it's just because you know that.
Well,
here
can Braden get one here to give RCB a little bit more breathing room? And Braden,
there we go. Braden Thomason said, "I'm gonna do it myself."
With a nice little dance there.
Hey, I mean, nobody could get near him. And
Yep.
That is why close control is so important as a practice skill. If you have close control, good luck getting the ball.
Yep, it's another goal for Braden. Bring him. I have him down for 15, though. Some people said he scored against Winfield, so that might make it 16, depending on how many he scored.
Well, and in soccer, if you are a 20 goal of season scorer, that's big time.
Yep, absolutely.
And that and those Cougars had no chance, none.
Yep.
And a 3-0 half, a nice little turn from Brad.
Right.
Ooh, okay.
Can Yanego's going to fight through it. He's going to try to see if he can
dance around one. And can we just get a setup?
Good job by the defenders there. As here comes Carson. Carson does a good job. Passes it back to Corsini. Corsini gets it to Bradley, who's dispossessed. And here comes a possible counterattack but good job Corsini stopping that and playing the ball out.
Well, and we've got to the thing we got to work on here is some discipline.
Yes.
You're up 3-0. Yes, they have not been able to get close to you the whole game.
Yeah.
So now your focus is keep the clean sheet.
Yep.
And don't let them get close to you.
Yeah, better say, because you don't want to have it where you're
lung buster there by Chandler.
Chandler going to try to get it in there, and ball comes in. Just no one was making the run right there. And by the way, looks like Gandon Mays has checked in over for McCain. I think he started the game, if I remember correctly. And, high kick by, was that Chandler?
I think so.
Yeah, so high kick by Chandler, and that will give the first, I'd say, free kick on this side of the 50 probably for the Cougars tonight. So first maybe opportunity to do something in a 3-0 game. If they can get one here, that changes the whole outlook of the whole contest.
For sure.
Long ball in. Nice win there by Chandler, because that was a well-placed ball.
And a good touch there by James Barnett. Great touch by Caleb Yanego to take himself out into space.
Can you get it over to Bradley?
A little too short.
A little too short, but good effort.
But with the secret weapon that is Anthony Corsini's throws.
Yep.
I mean, we've got a little too much space out here with not a lot of people pushing, but
I would have liked to have seen there James, since there was no one stopping him from from turning around, to just take that ball up and see if he can cross it. Here comes Caden Min.
Caden Min said, "Okay, the glory's for me, boys."
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, I don't mind that. It's he had absolutely no one in his face, so that meant he could definitely put it where he wanted it. Obviously, would have taken a great strike to possibly win it, but to make that goal. But he's got that ability, and with that momentum and that much space, he's got the ability to do it. So I don't mind that try there. Nice try by Bradley to do a little juggling, but just couldn't keep it in.
Well, we need to keep trudging on.
We need to I'm trying to think who some of the best jugglers are, but we need to maybe have them come over and show us. Get a clown in here, show us how to juggle.
Well,
right?
we don't need a clown. We need just work on them skills.
Yep.
But the boys have done a really nice job so far of keeping pressure, of playing within their means. And I'm sure the Lincoln kids are frustrated.
Yep.
But they are not.
Nice play
close.
by Bradley. Gets it back out to James. James can. That's going to come off James. Good job by the defender there. They're going to say that's off of the Cougars, so that's going to be a
corner.
I thought maybe it was off of Barnett, but it looks like they're calling it. So with just under 2 minutes to go, someone needs to give them the ball, though. Hey, someone.
We gotta get change of possession here. Well,
the ball boy was looking up in the stands, and because the ball was out there and wasn't paying attention.
But again, Steve, here's another opportunity. Score here.
Yep.
Work on your timing.
Yep. Because you could try to see. He's gonna go for it. Oh.
Listen. 2 Olympicos back to back. Is that what Anthony Corsini? He saw that. He looked at it the whole time.
Wow. Look at Chrislip run back. He was really far up there on that.
Hey, listen, goalie goal, man.
Yep.
Goalie goal. We don't need it, but we could try it.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I looked at for the next game. I guess when we talk about Delaney Howler, she actually had 2 goals in the first couple games for the Lady Cougars. So
what can Delaney Howler not do?
I don't know.
Like
she's
dominant ace on the mound.
Yep. Incredible great soccer player too. I mean,
heck of an athlete.
Yep. So less than a minute to go. RCB up 3-0. Here comes. They try to play that in. Good step by Chuck, and there goes Carson. Carson does a good job getting over to Corsini. Corsini sees if he can maybe get one more opportunity before half to see if he can get that 4th goal.
As we're campaigning here, Caleb Unego hat trick. It's got to get it. Or listen, give me a James Barnett, give me a Brad Burnett goal.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep.
We need to see some of the unlikely scores here.
Okay, you want to say throw in, so 22 seconds to go. It's going to have to go quick, but good job by the Cougars there to win there. And that's probably going to take us to half, though. They're going to see if they can try to go the other way, but with 10 seconds to go, unless there's a complete fall apart here. Yeah, so 7 seconds. This will probably be about it. So if you want to take a shot here, take a shot, but that's going to be do it. And that will go to the first half with RCB up 3-0 on the Cougars.
Steve, what do you think their communication is going to be here at halftime?
Well, I think the main thing that if you're RCB here, you gotta love the way you started, but if you're Coach Min, I think you can say we scored 2 goals in 4 minutes and only 1 in the last 36, and we struggled a bit with our possession. We were giving away some. We struggled a little bit with our possession.
Harrison County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
Harrison County Schools has a long-standing tradition of providing outstanding educational opportunities for its students. Comprised of 24 schools, our district serves the needs of pre-K through 12th grade students throughout Harrison County. Providing a safe, supportive learning environment for all, we offer a well-planned, comprehensive curriculum designed to meet the needs of every student at every grade level. The elementary curriculum emphasizes core subjects augmented by music, art, health, integrated technology offerings, and physical education. Middle school students are introduced to programs, career counseling, and coursework that will help them make the transition to high school. Our high schools offer a broad and challenging curriculum to meet diversified needs and prepare our students for future careers or post-secondary education. Advanced placement honors, as well as dual credit partnerships, are available through local universities. Healthy Grand Families is a free initiative to provide information and resources to grandparents who are raising grandchildren. Healthy Grand Families is a partnership with Harrison County Schools, Family Services of Harrison County, and United Way. Harrison County Schools, where all are leaders and all are learners.
Sports has taught me how to handle hard situations and how to handle pressure.
The idea of being part of a team, having to work with people, that happens in everyday life.
Organization becomes important. Plus, it's kind of exciting now, trying to help the younger kids.
My reason why is competition.
My reason why is passion.
My reason why is for my school and for my team.
Stiff on the midfield, down the near side sideline to the 30, the 20, the 10. They're not going to get him. It's a Robert C. Byrd touchdown.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half. Look, Steve, we've got like our traditional starting lineup back out.
Yep.
Kind of the group that we finished the first half with.
Yeah.
It's going to be an interesting contest here.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll see how RCB comes out. Obviously, these first few minutes will be key as RCB is up 3-0. It's done a good job of controlling the pace, but one mistake, one play the other way, and if Lincoln gets a goal, that changes the whole complexion of this game. So,
For sure.
if you're RCB, you can't get cocky, overconfident. You have to finish it because we talk about other than maybe the Philip Barber game, this is the most important home game that you play this season.
You have to.
You have to win. You have to win your sectional games. So far, you were able to beat Philip Barber. You beat Notre Dame. If you win tonight, that basically means you'll be 1 or 2, depending on how you do Tuesday against Grafton at Grafton. So you want to definitely go into Grafton knowing that at worst case scenario, you will be at least a 2 seed in the section and possibly the 1 if you can find a way to win that game. Which I think that'll be as we said, that could be a knockdown drag out contest between those two. Nice step by Carson, gets it to Bradley. Bradley gets over to Thomason. Can Thomason go quick here? Can we get another quick goal? He's got some. He's going to give it over to Unego. Unego, good stuff.
Waited just a little too long to make the pass.
And good job by. I'm trying to see who is that. 17 or is that Lanham or I can't quite tell. It doesn't look like Lanham. I'm trying to see who.
I thought it was Sam Waybright that came across.
It looks like that might have been Sam Waybright. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it is 7. Okay, yeah. I just couldn't tell. It was hard to tell. No, that wasn't Waybright because that's the kid with the arm. No, it's not 17. So it's got to be 27. That's a lot. The one with the broken cast. That's what I'm saying. Elijah Floyd.
Yeah, Elijah's played really nice.
Yeah, that's what I say. He's done some nice things. Good job coming off the line there by Ty.
And this is right here is where Lincoln kind of could catch us if they had some speed.
I would say because you got to think it was a 2-on-2 basically the other way. We only had 2 guys back against 2 Cougars.
And
here comes good step by Corsini. Corsini gives it over to Thomason. Thomason's going to look. He's going to fire. Good stop there by the Cougars. But here comes Carson. Carson's going to take it. He's going to shoot. He's going to score.
What a goal from Carson
That
Bennett.
was a great goal. And
my goodness. And I love the celebration. A little bit of Arsenal handshake from Isaiah Gabbert. Ty Williams had no chance on that one.
I say, great shot. Great. And I like to see Carson take more of those types of shots. It was – anytime you're at the top of the 18, you see that ball kind of go back because either it's been played back to you or in that case it was kicked off that's a great time to take that shot because
one touch and put it where the goalkeeper couldn't get to it.
Yeah, because the defenders are probably sat back so you have a little bit of time and some room, and so you shoot it. If you can put it in the right spot and get a goal, or worst case scenario, usually you can knock it off of a defender and get a corner that way too. So
sure. Well,
so
and now,
a lot of good things could happen.
Right, and now Carson Bennett's sitting on a brace.
Yep.
From 2 great goals.
Yeah.
He's had it in him the whole season.
Absolutely, he has. He's for a freshman, he's so silky smooth.
And that is a really good. Tonight's been a really good polished performance from him.
Yep.
And truthfully, he's not facing a whole lot of trouble.
Yep.
And he's had a whole lot of time, but he's finished what he's supposed to.
Yep. Absolutely. Those are the types of finishes that you're going to have opportunities against other teams. Because, on Tuesday, if you have that chance, you got to put that ball away just like he did against Grafton or when we face the currently undefeated Fairmont Senior, though they play Charleston Catholic on Saturday, who is also undefeated. So that'll be interesting to see who walks out of that one still undefeated.
And that's a big-time scary contest for both.
Yeah. Here comes Braden. Braden's going to look to see if he can get another. Try to feed it over to
Tried to get it to
Gabbert. And Gabbert
looked one way, and Gabbert just missed it.
I think it was one of those things where Gabbert did what the defenders were doing. When he looked at his eyes and thought the ball was going there.
Great step by Bradley there. Now, can we get past into a step over? And Thomason is going to take it himself.
Can Thomason
oh, my goodness. And he's just off the corner. Oh, that was a little too fancy.
Yep.
But he put Ty Williams on his butt.
Yeah. As just barely able to barely outside of the goal there. And that's another thing, though. I would say if you were talking to the other players, is who was following that up? Someone should have been following that.
There should have been somebody at the corner.
I
Absolutely.
would say when that ball came in, someone should have been charging there to try to finish to if there's a rebound or something like that. Because whether it was off a rebound off the post there, or if maybe off of Ty Williams, there could be you gotta be charging to get back. Nice job by Chandler to get back and
defend
there,
out.
and not only that, to give a nice pass over to Carson Bennett to get possession. Ooh, nice pass by Carson, slicing right through to Yanego, gets it to Thomason. Thomason, good job by the defender using his body, and Ty coming off his line to get the ball. So about 4 minutes in, RCB's gotten one so far this half and leads 4-0 against the Cougars.
Well, and we've gone up both sides. We're not seeing just a connection down the right or just a connection down the left.
And it's a nice job by Caleb to win there, and he's going to see if he can try to. And nice cross by Caleb, but can he get over to Bradley? Bradley gets it. He's going to try to give it to Corsini. Can Corsini score? Almost
just missed.
I thought maybe they're okay. So we're still fighting it in there. Can
Yanego get it
back? Yanego tries to get it back. Good. Oh no! I was about to say because that did not look good for Corsini.
Well, at full extension, he was taking a shot.
Nice
there.
shot, King Min.
Min tried for the teardrop shot there, and it looks like Anthony's going to shake that off.
I say Anthony just waved off his coach.
But that's some toughness that I appreciate.
Yep.
But he had full connection.
That's when you see things like broken things. I remember one time I was at a game and was it St. Mary's, and I think I don't remember obviously the other guy I played with. It was oh my gosh, Hill, not TJ Hill was and these two guys hit shin guards, and the guy's leg broke, and it was one of those where let's see how this play goes. So he's going to try to play it through here. It's one of those when he put his leg down, it went down and up because it was a double fracture. They had to get an ambulance on the field to take him off. It was awful. And it's just one of those things when you have that connection. Sometimes that happens. Fortunately, in this case, it looks like it's okay. And 99% of the time, it usually is that way. But it's that 1% that sometimes that could happen. So you always just thankfully it looks like that did not happen here.
Well, and Anthony's had a super positive game tonight.
Yeah,
doing a lot of good things, and that would have been a terrible way to end that night.
There's a handball there, and
no
the ref. I think the ref had a whistle there, but then saw that Carson was. Okay, Caleb.
Caleb Yanego, you got to finish that.
Yep.
You got to put that in the back of the net.
That was a great pass there by Carson, right over the top, and
it sat up. It had backspin.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Yes, right into his
rhythm. The only thing I would say though, sometimes in that situation, he tried to one-time it, and it was a good effort, and it's probably the right thing. But with that much room, maybe even just take a touch to the side, just try to give yourself an angle, and then try to just play it in to the
Yeah.
Basically, the idea is that you move over and you almost pass the ball into the net. Just give yourself a lane.
The one time that we're not going to give you grief for walking it in.
Yeah. I'm not saying that you could have walked it in, but with Ty coming out, you had some space there. Like I said, sometimes you can just move over to the side. But at the same time, a good strike there. It's just a little bit unlucky.
Sure.
Little training day. Oh, was that Caden who tapped that there, or
no?
Or was that Caden or Yanego?
It was Yanego.
I thought it was Yanego, but then I looked at. Sometimes after the play, you see how people are standing. It's like, wait, look where Caleb was, but I guess Caden must have. But yeah, it looked like Yanego live, and then I look and I just see Caden in that spot. I was like, well, maybe I messed up. Maybe it was Caden, but no, it was Caleb.
It happens.
Yep. Can Senate done a pretty solid job. I mean, we haven't said much, and usually with the defender, we don't have to say his name much. That's not a bad thing. That means they're probably not going toward his side.
Well, and we just haven't,
done a good job going up that left side, and
our defenders have had such a quiet night that Caden Min is letting us know that he is cold.
Yeah.
And sadly in high school Western Union soccer we don't have the long sleeve jerseys. Great step ball from Carson.
Can Carson? It looks like McCain's going to keep
Good
it
work
in.
from Jackson McCain there to stay possession.
Oh,
And a-
chip!
woo!
That's
There's
a
your
hat
hat trick.
trick. That is
There's your-
a hat trick for
there's Nick, your
Carson Bennett.
Carson Bennett hat trick as a freshman
Yep.
with probably the best goal
Yep.
of the three.
Yeah.
And he says, no, we're going to get back and we're going to score another. Ladies and gentlemen,
Yep.
now
He's trying to.
they know the tap the head celebration's coming. He's trying to avoid that from Chuck, and the senior says, no, you're going to get this, boy. It's going. We got to celebrate the right way.
Yep.
Oh, Chuck won't forget. He's like an elephant. Oh, he's coming. Look at this. This is hilarious. All right, it's enough. It's enough.
Okay.
But
So-
I'm gonna tell you something. That a nice goal.
Yeah, great goal. I mean, perfectly placed over the reach of the goalie. Once again, I mean, say what you will about, obviously giving up 5 goals, but is there a goal tonight the tie could have possibly stopped? And the answer is no, I don't think. I don't think there's a goal that anyone else in the state could have stopped. All of these
Good.
are goals against anybody.
When you have that much space in the open field,
Yeah.
it's hard because
Yeah.
you can, with a guy who's got that much foot skill.
Yep. Because, I mean, basically what he did was he just kind of did that chipping, the chip ball pass that a lot of people, chip over the defender, just did it to the goalie and just kind of chipped it over his head. A little bit offsides there for Caleb Unego.
I don't know. It was a little tight. I think he might have been onside.
But I say he didn't look like he was offsides, but obviously that goal, that ref, and I'll say this, for a 2-person crew, they've done a good job getting up and down and being in position.
Now, and they've got a rough night because we got a 2-ref crew here for this game.
Yep.
And then
Probably
the girls' game tonight is going to be a hot contest.
Yes.
It is going to be fast. It's going to be played at a breakneck pace.
Nice little triangle there as Thomason, though, ball was
Corsini, who's
Corsini's going to get
not
it
a bad ball from Anthony
let's
Corsini,
see,
but just a little too far to Caleb.
Yep. But there was a good thought. The pass was there, but it would have been hard. It was just a lack of room maybe there. That was the only thing was because I don't see how much better he could have played it and kept it in bounds. But
Sure,
it's a good effort.
Well, but you know what? We've been trying a lot of different things, a lot of different looks, and not our normal routes to goal either. Yes, we've seen some work from Braden and that kind of interplay between Unego and Braden, but we've seen a lot of transition play tonight that I haven't seen for a while.
Yeah. Can Braden get in the
Braden wants that goal. He
goal.
wants another one. He can't have the freshman get the hat trick tonight.
You ever say he can't be like I can't let the freshman be the leading scorer. Oh, nice play to.
Good use of the body from Caden Min there.
Yep, gets it over to Chuck. Chuck does a good job, and Carson gives it to Isaiah. Gabbert tries to get it over. Somehow gets to McCain. McCain's going to take it out the outside, and he's going to try to does the right thing as an outside offensive player. And McCain's pointing there. It's like, who's making that run? Because he put it there. Where's the guy right there that should have been making that run near post? Because there was no one there. So I can understand his frustration with that because he did what he's supposed to do when you're that outside offensive player. You take it outside, you draw the defense there, you play it back in, and you hope that someone making a run can get there. But there was no one there. So I can understand his frustration.
Sure. Absolutely here.
Yep. Ooh, nice ball by Carson.
Great step.
Yep. Just took it from him, and not only that, Braden Thomason just outruns him.
Just
using
found
that
a fifth gear around that kid.
Can McCain though? McCain's got the ball at top. I'd love to see a McCain goal.
I would love to see McCain get a statistic somewhere.
Yep. This is gonna be
this is the time to practice to shoot.
Yep.
This is the third time down, and we got a goalie switch, and we got a cattle court change of about 4 different guys coming on.
Here comes some a defense got it's getting a lot of new people here. So we have number 13. That's Aiden Conley getting some playing time here, and let's see. I'm trying to see if I can see some of these numbers. At
Conley,
33, that's
McCara is not.
That's Kroll. Kroll is 33. That's with him in the ball. So Zach Kroll has the ball there. Conley, like I said, over here on the outside. And is that Beeson at 8 back in the middle?
Yes.
Okay, and then it's LeVake on the
An entirely new look. I mean, mostly freshman.
I'd say only one that's started at defense that's back there right now is Beeson, who's started some at fullback, but obviously normally is not in the center. So here comes Unego. He's going to take a long one, and it's going. Ty does a good job keeping his body behind it.
Well, and I mean, Steve, we've got a ton of time tonight. 27 minutes.
It's Kroll though. Here comes the Cougars the other way. This might be the clean sheet. Good job by Conley though to get
Step
over.
across and say
Step
no.
across. They're going to say that it's a goal kick, or maybe I just was looking at the wrong way. It looks like it's going to be a corner. Okay.
Okay, but
I thought no, she's pointing goal. Is she pointing goal? No, yeah, they're pointing goal. Yeah, the Cougars are a little upset, and I can't necessarily blame them because I thought that was off of Conley. So I think that should have been a. But this is why you try to get these guys some playing time here, because that was obviously something they need to work on is some communication there. As here comes Trevor Williams the other way, and he tries to check. But good job by Gabbert getting back there. Gets it to Corsini. Corsini sees if he can try to do a counterattack. Practice that a little bit. Gets it to Thomason. Thomason going to try to get it to Gabbert. But nice step there by the Cougars. The one thing you got to be a little bit careful of your RCB is that, because with other teams, like especially when the score gets a little bit up, the other team might start putting in their subs. You start putting in your subs. Well, they can't put in their subs. They don't have subs. So your backups are going to go up against their starters. So you don't want to.
And here comes Gabbert. Gabbert goal.
Oh.
No, great save by Ty Williams.
So he's had a couple really nice kick saves.
For sure.
But I say if he wants to pick up a second sport, I think hockey might be also his style.
Maybe. I mean, at that point, pick up hockey.
Yep. I mean, he's a great goalie in soccer. I'm just saying, soccer and hockey goalie.
Lots of translation there.
Yeah.
But good night from. It looks like we're gonna get a complete change in our lineup. And the boys have had a nice night.
Yes, they have.
But I'll tell you, I'm a little nervous. I hope that's some cramp from Isaiah Gabbert because he got to the sideline and is definitely in some discomfort.
Yep. Like I said, with the game tomorrow, hope. But, of course, if there's any – Thomason, almost gets another one as he tried to chest that.
Chest it. It looked like he was about to hip it.
Yep. Thomason, though, he's going to try to
set up his guys.
But good job clearing it by the Cougars with under 25 minutes to go. But, yeah, you hope that Gabbert you'll be okay here. For tomorrow.
I think he'll be all right. I think it's just a little bit cramping.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Hopefully he'll be fine for tomorrow, but, if he's still not 100%, you can, like I said, tomorrow's game, while you really want to win it, is not a game that's going to probably be a huge decider on where you stand in the sectional and all that. So if somebody's not 100%, that might be a game to be like, what, take a day off. We got to have you healthy for Tuesday, because Tuesday is when it really is all on the line.
Right. Well, and I think, we've seen some really good work, not just up front. And I'm watching some of these kids, the freshmen that have come in, and they're playing well. They've got good understanding where they need to be.
Conley stepped there, and they got around him.
He definitely lost the flight of the ball.
He lost the flight of the ball there. But good job with his recovery there.
Yeah.
He's going to –
against the best player that Lincoln has, for sure.
Yep. So
and tonight, the rest of the night is clean sheet city.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to do there. As number 30, Chase Davis does a good job getting some possession there. Gets to Eli, gets it up to Unego. Unego and Thomason, probably the only starters still in, as they're trying to use them to maybe help keep possession, and also can Thomason. Though I think if we get one more, they probably will come off too. But
sure.
But 5-0.
But you know what I'd like to see them do is set up. And a smart play
right by Chase Davis and onside.
Oh!
And there was
and
it.
And Caleb Unego said, "I haven't hit one like this tonight." Yep. And I'm going to strike it with some power.
And the ref is trying to tell the ref it's a running clock. They need to.
Yeah. Well, and that was a great little turn from Unego, a great strike at length, and hit it hard. And Unego, that goal has been coming all night.
Yeah,
for
I
Caleb
say,
Unego.
he's had some good ones. Obviously, there's that one he just missed earlier to get almost a hat trick. And that looks like is the end of the night for
Caleb Unego.
Caleb and Braden. And so they bring on, looks like it's JD just coming in to get some offense there.
It looked like JD and James
Barnett. So that's
I would love to see a James Barnett goal. That would be pretty nice.
Yep.
Because he has played
nice
some
little
really great
triangle
minutes.
there. And, here we go up the sidelines there.
And JD Ford,
Ford, yeah, he got one of the 2 goals against Notre Dame earlier this year. The first goal, the winning goal, you could say, since it's the first goal in a 2-0 game, the winning goal. So.
And but Chase Davis has had some really nice.
I'm gonna say he's looked pretty good out there. Here's Levake fighting does a good job, and here comes Beeson.
Not a bad touch.
Not a bad
Beeson.
teach by Beeson. Yeah, I just held my breath because with a guy charging there, you gotta be a little bit more quick with that.
Yeah, you better not miss it.
Because if he gets a touch on that, he's going the other way, and it's probably you just lost your clean sheet.
Sure.
So.
Well, and we're not. Sadly tonight we're not going to see a Peyton Smith appearance because he's got show choir.
Oh. That's disappointing, but
Hey, listen.
Hey, show choir is important.
Hey,
and
we listen. They're a winning show choir. They've got titles.
Yep.
Oh.
Gandon tried to play it in there. It was the right idea, just a little bit bad placement.
Bad placement, bad pace of the ball. Come on, boys. But I need a James Barnett goal.
Yeah.
I need to see it.
Nice long punt there as Eli drops back, but does a good job fighting there. But it's going. And here comes a couple more subs. That Bradley comes in for Conley. Is that Dodd coming in?
I think
can't.
so. I know it's Roselius.
Roselius.
Rosie.
Rosie's in. So Rosie getting some playing time on defense with 20 minutes to go. So that's nice to see.
Got to get them Rosie minutes.
Yep. Oh, good job by the Cougars. And here comes that counterattack. They're going to try to see if they can get one here the other way. As nice little speed burst there by the Cougar. As number 18, Garrett Hill, trying to work the middle there. Gets this possessed and trying to work against Trevor Williams. As Trevor, nice ball there to the corner. And that's to Lanham. Lanham's going to play it back. And good job clearing it by, I believe, Bradley there. And here comes a possible counterattack for RCB. He's going to get it up to J.D. Ford. Can Ford keep it in? No, he cannot.
Well, and that's a tough ball to keep.
That's a tough ball to keep him a little bit too far ahead of him. It's a nice idea by Barnett, though. I would say to Barnett there, carry that a little bit. There's no obvious pass,
right?
And there was no obvious lane. Just carry that, force the defender to commit to you, and then once he does, you might have that pass to JD. Or if they don't really commit to you, you just carry it and keep going.
Right.
You don't have to pass the ball. I mean, I like the fact that we have a very unselfish team that's willing to pass.
Mm-hmm.
But if the dribble's there and don't have an obvious pass, then dribble. It's okay.
Well, and sometimes
I like that little kind of.
Great ball, just so close. Oh.
Good job coming off his line, but yeah.
Was that J.D. Ford with a little bit of magic?
Yeah, I say, and almost got into Gandon Mays there.
J.D. Ford.
Kroll does a good job with the one touch.
I wish we had J.D. Ford last year. He has been great. He's been great, giving great minutes.
Yeah.
He really has, and that's not just because he's in my class. Like, J.D.'s giving some nice time
Absolutely.
here.
Oh, J.D.
And he's on.
He's on here. He's going to try to give it to Barnett. James.
Oh, James. Ah.
That's where you got one time that, with
right,
the defenders coming in there, you just got to, and because it was a nice ball. JD put it there, so it
put it in a good place.
So you could do it one time. So you just got to,
Now, got to control that here under the lights.
Good job by Kroll there as the last defender to get enough of that ball to get the other way, gets it back to.
No, but this second and third line group has played really nice tonight.
I'm going to say they've done a good job. you can see that they're still creating some opportunities there. Here comes Roselius as
Rosinho. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I like Rosie. I'm trying, Steve. I'm trying to have a little fun with it tonight.
yeah, I'm gonna say
I know.
as Beeson comes off, and is that LeVate coming back on? I believe.
I think so.
A little bit of as mishit by but keeper comes out and gets it, and rightfully does not say that's a handball. As I've mentioned several times, I've had that called against me, and it was completely wrong. And that ref that made that call, if you're listening, you were completely wrong, and I still want an apology from you for getting that wrong.
He's not bitter.
I'm not bitter. It's only been 20 years, man. I don't know.
We've only held on to that for 20 years. Oh my goodness. Nah, well, I can't say anything.
I kid.
I kid. He's not kidding. But we've seen a really nice night tonight.
Absolutely.
And also, you know what? Shout out to the officials tonight.
I would say I can't think of a call that wasn't properly made, or
they haven't knock on wood, they haven't really had a controversial call to make.
Yeah, I would say.
But
now the second game will be something, because like I said, being this is a 6-0 game, and you could tell from the beginning that RCB was clearly a superior team. But you look at this is going to be the second game here with the girls. This is going to be a knock it down, drag out affair, and
it's going to be a battle.
As nice job.
Now how was that not a back pass?
Well, what they're saying is he used his hip and not his foot. If you pass it with anything but your foot, you can pass it back. So if I head it to the keeper, I can pick it up.
I thought he hit it off his toe, but
yeah, I thought he hit it more on the hip, and that's what he was calling. It was close, because technically, if he uses his leg at all, then I think it's, But I would say what she said was because you could also chest it back. So if you say the hip, maybe you're thinking chest, and that's close enough. But that was close. Gandon there. Gandon's going to still hold on to it. He's going to play across. Can Barnett? Here comes Eli. Oh, is that Makara?
Ian, unlucky.
Yeah, good try there, as Ian had the chance and just couldn't find the back of the net.
Oh, he's going to hear about that one at home tonight.
Yep.
Terrifying.
Yep. Kroll, nice job. Kroll's had a couple nice little one-times. That's a tough situation as defender. Those are the toughest, is when you have guys right on you, and you got one time if you miss, that could possibly lead to a goal, and so you got to get something on it. He's done a really good job with that. So I would say Kroll, who is a freshman as well, he's looking like someone who maybe next year could be a nice someone to step up into Chuck's place when,
Yeah, well, and I think that, I'm surprised that we
haven't. Or
haven't.
at least someone to give more depth next year to that, because maybe you're moving Chandler over.
I think next year we're going to see Chandler at the center in that center back position.
Yep.
Because Chandler.
But you're losing both Chuck and you're losing Sennett, so obviously you're going to have to make some changes on the defense.
Sure.
So.
Well,
Beeson's been looking good, so I think Beeson will probably step in that
right spot. Yeah,
that right spot. But I think there's a spot open for somebody. So
sure, but I think our center back pairing next year is going to be Chandler and.
If you're the
Kate.
defense, though, defender, they say made a little bit of a mistake there, because there was a guy who was just standing right outside our 18. They just kept backing up, and yeah, that's a high kick. Yeah, high kick on Garrett Hill.
This is in a dangerous spot.
Yeah, I would say dangerous spot. So RCB needs to make a wall here, as that's what they're doing right now. If you're RCB, what I would have is, obviously somebody to, that where you do I guess they're going to get the ref to come in and do it. They were close enough, so.
Well, and you would think that Trevor will try to put this on frame.
Yep. Yeah. But what I was saying was there was an offensive player, because on a free kick, we'll see what happens here first. Trevor over the top, as I think the only thing what it was they did that because it was an indirect kick, so you needed someone to touch it.
Right.
And that little bit of momentum, I think, made it just a little too hard. But my point was that the defenders kept backing up, and there was a guy from the Cougars who was standing behind them. I was like, if you're them, you stay in front, because that keeps them off sides. Yeah. Right. You don't need to keep backing up to worry about him. If Trevor plays that ball over the top and that guy's there, guess what? It's offsides. You're getting the ball back.
Sure.
Now, granted, you're also depending on the ref to make a call, and sometimes the refs miss those calls, and that's disappointing. But you got to just play the right way. Conley, though, playing up top gets it over to
good
Eli.
Speed from Eli Nuts. What?
And they're going to call an offsides there on Eli.
But you weren't on the line to see that. He was now?
I thought he was. I thought it was a give and go where he was kind of even with them.
I thought he was more than even.
Well, I mean, even with with Conley. So like, I didn't think that it was anything where, because remember, obviously, with offsides, if you're behind the ball, you're on sides. So
right, and and that does not bode well for the second game here.
Yep.
But commentators curse.
As here comes Lanham. Lamb's going to play it through.
And Destito.
Destito gets
Is it Destito?
It's Destito, yes. As Destito will get that one, as with about 11:50 to go, nice ball by Davis to JD. JD's going to play it in, gets it to Conley.
Smart thought.
Tried to get through the Barnett. Good thought there, just a little too far for Barnett. Gets it out to the keeper.
But these young guys up front are trying stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not afraid. You know, as young people who don't get a lot of time to like make a mistake, which is good for us.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is the time for a lot of these guys. They don't get a ton of playing time, so it's good to see them get some here against this opponent. Like I said, a quality opponent. I mean, like I said, they've won 5 games this year. I mean, this will only drop them like 5-7-1. That's not a bad record. I mean, losing record kind of, but almost. Oh, but here.
What a good save there to keep.
Was that Bradley? Bradley does a good job.
Bradley. Wyatt Crystal better be getting him a
Destito,
Kinder Bueno at the end of the game, because he definitely just saved the clean sheet.
Yeah, as that was a nice job by Lanham there, and like I said, that's the thing that you like to see, because it's one thing if like you're taking on Lincoln's
great
backups,
ball by Chase Davis,
but you're taking on their starters. So this is the one lineup for Lincoln. So this is their best versus your second.
And if JD
I would say James is upset, and I can
James
see
he is because he's getting bullied.
Yep.
You know, he's having to play 2-on-1.
Nice job by Chase. Nice little move there, and he's
for sure.
The little I've seen of Chase Davis, I really like his skill. I think I could see why him and maybe Carson last year were so.
Eli not so close to that goal.
I was gonna say he had him beat, just couldn't quite tuck it in that corner.
You know, but you can see, a guy like Chase Davis.
Yep.
If he can add some speed to his game.
Yeah, I say, because I think him and Carson in that midfield controlling things could really be something.
Oh, yeah.
Next.
Well, because then you've got 2 guys who can play from a deep line position. But also, Chase, even when he's getting forward, is putting the ball in a good place.
Yes, exactly.
And he's just, got to get him to gorilla or something. Get him working on his speed, working on his play at speed, because if he's got time, he's dropping some serious.
But I say these passes are very nice, especially for freshmen.
Right, we've got 2 guys just like with some crazy, fantastic foot skill.
I say, I mean, high varsity level foot skill, I think already for freshmen. So I mean, like I said, you can see why this why WI went undefeated last year in middle school, because you see these freshmen, you can say it's going to be
high
tough.
School varsity foot skills.
Yep. That's
my goodness, great ball, JD
Ford. Yeah, JD Ford.
Take a bow, JD Ford, because he has played as the leader going forward and played great.
Never say he's a guy who's making a case next year with Yanego and Thomason graduating, that maybe he should be a guy to be looked at to maybe take over one of those forward spots.
I think so.
Here comes Kroll with the long ball. Nice job by.
I don't know what you see in training.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we're not in practice.
Right. But on what I have seen tonight, I would kind of like to see JD and James get more time on the right up front.
Bradley has a good
no disrespect to Jackson McCain, but JD Ford comes in and gives you some serious.
Well, here's the thing. You either have to with anybody is that if you have a lot of guys who can play at a high level, then what you can do is you throw a lot of people and
different
different looks and get a lot of different people, one, playing time, but two, you can really run down the other team because we talk about, a lot of times with defenders, they're playing 80. I mean, then this team with Lincoln, almost everyone's playing 80 because they only have like one sub. But, with even good teams, you might have most of your defenders are playing 80 minutes. So if you can run a lot of numbers at them, you can. Oh, here comes J.D. Ford the other way. They're going to call offsides? I guess. Well, oh well. As we'll see, no, they're saying a throw-in. They're calling a throw-in, so they're saying that ball was out of bounds. As Bradley's going to step there. He's going to try to get over to Caleb. Caleb gets it to Chase. Chase going to try to pass it, but good job by the Cougars to get it. But, hey, Caleb Roselius with the – oh, no. That was clean. He got the ball. If he gets the ball, he can get the guy later. That was a bad call because he got the ball first. If you get the ball and then on the swing through, you might touch the opponent. That's okay.
Well, and that's the tough part of having two refs.
Yep.
Because these two refs are having to control the offsides.
Yep.
And having to decide some of these incidental moments.
Yep.
That's a little rough ball there by Rosie.
Yep. Rosie, though, did a really good job tracking back there.
Yeah, he's played well as a defender.
Yep.
For sure.
Ken Makara there as he tries to push it up, but it's not able to. So with 6 minutes to go, here comes some more substitution as Conley's coming off, and looks like Bradley's coming off. And here comes, let's see, number... I'm trying to tell. It's Gandon Mays. It's going to be playing defense, and the 18 is Garrett Hill is coming in. So Gandon. So they had both played earlier, but now they're playing in different positions.
Right.
So Gandon playing back now on defense, and here comes Chase. I like to see. Oh, nice try by James. I'd love to see see if the second line could get a goal here to get some momentum.
Well, and for the amount of work that they have put in tonight, one of them deserves it.
Yeah. Good job tracking back by Gandon. Great job keeping up because that was, obviously, like I said, we talk about how Trevor Williams is probably their best field player, and he did a good job tracking back to keep him under control.
Well, and one thing that I would say that is the difference this year, besides adding some of these people, is that we have really seen a plan. Every person that comes in knows their role. I wouldn't make a wrestling reference, but I'm a little too slow.
Yeah.
You know your role. That should be on.
Nice
the
job by LeVake there, though.
Good step.
Good step, and then here comes got some room the other way.
Maybe waited a little too
long there because
but
hey, it works out. Gets it to James Barnett. James Barnett's going to see if he can play it through. Can he get it to J.D. Ford? J.D. Ford,
hammer home. Oh, J.D.
It was a good effort there. And
good fight. Listen, these guys have played so well.
That was a great pass by Barnett right there, perfectly in the path. If he gets that,
if he gets the touch just a little bit on the instep instead of on the toe.
Yeah, that's
a goal.
That's a goal, and I think with the way JD's played, he's earned a goal tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and so is James.
Yeah.
And Eli. Eli has had a nice couple minutes here. Eli is sneaky fast, and sneaky fast, and he's sneaky fast with the ball.
Here comes. Good job, Destito to get that one. Gets it over to.
That distribution's a little scary.
And Garrett Hill couldn't quite hold that one.
Well, but he's battling.
He's battling. He did a good job of battling to not leave the live ball and force him to at least go back.
That was a handball right there.
Yep. Well, that's that. Like I said, two-person crew. That's the ones that are going to miss when it's like those.
It's absolutely tough.
Oh, as she is tried to get out there, but it was. And here comes Trevor. Oh, nice save! Keeps the clean sheet.
Again, there's another Kinder Bueno that Wyatt Crystal's going to have to get somebody.
Xavier Destito there. Was there a song or a movie called Destito? Or
you're thinking Despacito.
Despacito, that's it.
Hey, a little too long teaching elementary there, Despacito.
Despacito. Was that one of those Rodriguez movies, or
I don't know. That is in the time when I was not a teacher.
Yeah.
But I know it was popular.
Yep. So here comes
McCara.
Nice step
Oh.
by Chase, and he's going to win it. So good job. But Hale has to get a touch there. Fortunately, though, it stays in. And gets a good job there. Can he get it with less than 3 minutes to go? See if we can get lucky number 7 here.
Let's get it. And got a corner out of it.
Or the corner. So RCB will with
Yeah,
2.5
get Chase
minutes.
Davis on the ball. Let him put something magical in there.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Chase Davis is like. Who's taking it? Can I take it? Ooh, now that's interesting.
They are going to let him take it. Cause
Good,
at first,
good.
As
Now, listen, somebody get JD for a goal.
Yep.
I want to see JD or James get it.
Nice ball in
Not
by
a bad
Chase.
ball.
But I
Spun
say,
it up.
Can James there gets the header, but
And
just
McCarrick is going to recover it.
Get back to Eli. Eli does a nice job, and McCarr is going to play it in. Great ball in.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
And if he had just let it go, we had some. But that he's doing, they're doing exactly what you're supposed to.
I would say you attack the ball there, and it's hard when you see the ball and you don't know if there's someone behind you. Even if there is, it's like you're like, oh my gosh, if I can just get any touch toward the goal, this is a goal. Because it does. You don't even have to have a good touch. It's just anything on goal is going to go there because Williams was beat
For sure.
by that backside.
And McCarr said, "I'm gonna hammer this one," and it went the other way.
Well, he wanted it to be hammer time, but I guess it wasn't hammer time.
No, he needed to touch that and get the ball going forward.
Here it comes the other way, and they've got numbers. They're actually outnumber RCB 4-3 on the counter attack.
Gandon Mays is on his bike trying to get back.
Kroll!
Great
Nice play
defending.
by Kroll.
Great defending.
Yes.
Great defending.
He did exactly
sure.
what he should have done. He stayed with inside momentum. He stood up to the offensive player. He didn't get overly aggressive because that's when the offensive player wants you to close that space. He waited for the offensive player to make the touch and then went over and took it away. That's classic. That's exactly how you do it.
That's good play.
So less than a minute to go. RCB is going to see if they can try to stop the Cougars here as it keeps going as it's.
I cannot believe that there was not a whistle there.
They're going to call Are they going to call a penalty kick? Because that's a penalty kick if it's in the box.
No way. They're
that late? Well, what are they doing?
What? Can we get it? Well, I might be able to get a replay from that.
Yeah.
But they're going to call a penalty.
They are calling a penalty. And it looked like it might have been a foul. It was close. We'll see. So DeStito here, we'll see if he can try.
With 7 seconds.
Well, I mean, I think they'll let them take this.
Can we get a save, DeStito?
Yeah. As that will.
The final play of the game
is the Cougars lose
a Cougar goal.
Goals. They get their first goal of the game. So I mean, they played hard. So the Cougars get a goal, so they get something to hang their hat on. But RCB obviously gets the result they were looking for. Great team effort overall, and like I said, you get a big sectional win, and like now you've I believe there was a former W football coach that said that if you win every game you win is like a boxing round, and the next one comes every time you win, the next one comes that much more important. So
and tonight we're going to shout out the understudies.
Oh yeah,
that we had a dominant performance from the starters, but the understudies.
Yep.
Take your hat off, kids.
Yep.
That was a nice game from those second line and third line guys. Big win.
Big win for RCB. Like I said, one of the two most important home games this year, and they won them both. You gotta say they beat Philip Barber, and now they've beaten the Cougars. They've won their 2 sectional home games, and a game tomorrow. Obviously, we're gonna see how they do against Martinsburg, but the main event is really probably going to be coming up next Tuesday when they travel to Grafton to take on the Bearcats, where it's probably going to be all on the line for
sectional
for the number 1 sectional seed. So,
well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back here with the ladies contest. But for now, I've been Gabe Rhodes.
I've been Stephen Kennedy.
We'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.